Okay, so this is my brand new Caberg Konda helmet. I've got it in the large size. That's 59 to 60 centimeters, and I thought I'd just do a quick video just to show you around it. And I find these sort of videos useful when I've been looking to buy things, and hopefully you'll find it useful, and it just gives you a little bit more detail and seeing how things work. I know there are better reviews on the internet, but it's sometimes nice to hear a review from someone who's actually paid good money for it themselves. So yeah, this particular one, it's got a recommended retail, if I remember right when I was looking, of around £130, something like that. I actually managed to get this one brand new from eBay for £85, so I'm really pleased with that. It's a flip front helmet. I'll show you the flip front in a minute. It's got a clear visor, which I presume all helmets come with. This is all new territory for me because I'm only just starting getting into motorcycling, but one of the features that I really liked about this was the built-in sun visor as well, which I'll also show you. In terms of markings and what have you, there's no doubt that it's a Caberg, because they very proudly have Caberg 4 times on the helmet. They have it on these rather nice brushed satin plates either side. The light's just reflecting on that one, so it's not quite as clear. They also have it on the top. There's another brushed satin nameplate just there. You can see a lot clearer there. The little button there, well, it's not actually a button, it's just a marking with the Bluetooth logo on, because this model of helmet from Caberg is ready to accept the Caberg Bluetooth hands-free system should you want it. So and then there's another Caberg marking at the back. On the top of the helmet, there's only 2 things really. There's the slider just here that operates the sun visor. Very easy to move, and because of this nice large slider handle, it's very easy to move it with gloves on as well. So that's very handy, and as you can see, you can stop it at any point. I'll show you how that actually looks on the sun visor in a second. And then also on the top is an air vent, which just clicks open. I think there's 2 notches. Yeah, there's 2 notches, and that will allow extra airflow through. Now there is a vent at the front, but when I say there's a vent, there's vent holes, but they don't actually go through to anything, so that doesn't offer you any additional ventilation. So it is just the ventilation switch at the top, which gives you extra airflow when you're on the move. The great big button there with push, that's to operate the full flip front. And then there's the clear visor, which, like I say, seems to be standard on nearly all helmets, and it's got 5 positions. There's the first position for defogging, so you can see just how far that actually opens there. And then there's position 2, 3, 4, and then 5 fully open there. You can actually see the sun visor, which is just down at the moment, and if I move that slider which I showed you earlier, you can see all the different positions there. It doesn't go all the way back into the helmet even at its highest setting, but when I've tried the helmet on, it doesn't interfere with your eye line at all. And then I'll just bring it back down again, show you just how far down it goes. There we go. And then for taking the visor off, there's these catches on the side. There's one on either side of the visor. I don't know whether you can see the small black arrow around about there, and there's a clear arrow just there, and what you do is you actually line those up, and then that catch just slides in on both sides, and the visor just pops off. So that seems like quite an easy way to change the visor. Okay, and so in terms of the flip front, what I'll do, I'll just show you that now. I'll just press that button there, and that then allows it to move. I might just have to have a bit of dodgy camera work just to lift up the flip front. There it is. And that's what the helmet looks like. With the visor in the raised position. And another great thing with these, according to most of the literature I've read, is that you can actually ride with the visor in the fully raised position. Obviously you need the clear visor closed when the flip front is raised, and then to pull it down, it doesn't just pull down like that. There's kind of a slight upwards motion and pull forwards motion, and it locks into place. And when it does lock shut, it locks with a real nice snapping sound, so you know it is very, very secure. You can still operate the sun visor though, even with the main visor raised. And then inside, if I can just show you here, this is the actual catch system, and it's one of these quick release catch systems, so even with gloves you just pull that tab there. Obviously trying to do it one-handed is quite tricky, but when it's on your head you just pull the catch there and it all just comes apart nice and easy. And then for putting it back together, once again I'm trying to do it one-handed whilst holding the camera, putting it back together, you just put the ratchet in there and give it a push, and I can assure you this is actually very, very simple. It's just that I can't really do it one-handed. Making a real hash of this, aren't I? There we go. And then you got the different ratchets there, so you can have it as tight or as loose as you want, although obviously recommended it's nice and tight without strangling you. That's what the recommendations are. And then inside the helmet, as you'll be able to see, it's really nicely padded. That's all the inside of the helmet, quite nice red piping in there. And then underneath the visor, the flip front is like a chin skirt to reduce the amount of wind that escapes into the visor. And there we go. So I'll now pop everything back down. And lock that in place. And that's it. And that's the Caberg Konda motorcycle helmet. Oh, this is in the matte black finish as well. Let me just try and get a bit more light on that so you can see the matte black finish, which I think looks pretty smart. So I hope, if you excuse some of the dodgy camera work and my reflection in the visor and all of that, I hope though that has been quite a helpful little video for you. And if you do get one, I'm sure you'll be very happy with it, as I have been so far. Like I say, mine was from eBay. The seller was Nick Noble UK, and I managed to get this for £85 with free postage as well within the UK. So good stuff. Thanks for watching.